Wake up with us, it's time to rise and shine. Morning mayhem's on the air, we're feeling fine. So we got a Marco, Tomlin, and Mama Manning too. Bringing you the latest, there's nothing we can't do. Morning mayhem, it's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional, we're knocking down the door.
Good morning, Woodland, and welcome to May 24th. It is a Friday. It is an A-Day, and in case you are unaware, it is prom day. So there's a lot going on today. You got to be in for 2 blocks, and then I believe most of our class will be getting out here. Most of our seniors will be heading out to get ready, all dialed up for tonight's festivities.
And then a long weekend.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's a long weekend. So you got
No
one
school
extra
Monday.
day. No school Monday. Now, I don't know officially if that it's a senior skip day or do they take another one? I don't know if that's not an official thing. That's
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. So I will stop talking about that.
All I know is like the next 2 weeks, people are either here or they're not here. Things are going on.
There's field trips. There's things that are in the building, out of the building. It's going to be another busy week, and it's only 4 days. So, and it's a beautiful day. It was like 65 degrees or getting up thereabouts. It's going to go up to, I saw one report going up to 87.
Wow.
And I don't think we have any rain in the forecast. It looks like it's going to be beautiful for the start of the prom. So, yeah. Yesterday, that little blip that I was talking about was like it was more than just a blip. And someone did reach out to me just to let me know that turtles are not amphibians. They're considered reptiles. Oh. So I was corrected on that.
I bet it was a science
What is
teacher.
the difference between an amphibian and a reptile?
A reptile, I did look it up. The reptile lives on land,
stays out of water,
has a type of skin. Yeah. Go, look it up and we'll find the clinical definition. But I looked up and amphibian lives most of its time in water. So I was wrong about that. They are recognized as reptiles. So that was me. Today, other than the prom, we do have the pom-pom poll of the week. If you haven't gone for that yet, it's hamburger, cheeseburger, or hot dog. So not hamburger, cheeseburger, hot dog are the choices. It's hamburger, cheeseburger, hot dog. So you have to choose one or the two. And yesterday was scholarship night. Congratulations to all the scholarship winners that were there in attendance. Next week, we have the Clash of the Classes with Decker. So if you haven't gotten signed up yet, we need a junior, senior, sophomore, freshman to compete in the class. Right now, it's a 3-way tie at 5 points. Seniors, juniors, and sophomores are all tied for first place. So we only got 2 more competitions to see who's going to pull that off. Woodland Summer Reading Google site is open. It is on the QR code that you'll see around the building. And if you go under your Schoology class group, you'll see it under resources. There should be a link there to find out what your summer reading is going to be. And if you're going to be joining the book talks, that sign up is open. Go look under Schoology, and you need to sign up by June 3rd. Don't forget, Best Buddies Prom is May 31st, and that is at the Prospect Firehouse. Look at, I nailed it that time.
You did. That was awesome.
Yeah, thank you. All right.
You were on fire.
Actually, I should have gotten and don't forget to return your books by May 31st. I've been collecting all those. Make sure that we have all the books. So if you have your books and they're in your locker somewhere, and I don't think anybody's opened a locker in about 2 years. I've never seen a locker open. I have not heard a locker close.
I have one down my way.
Really?
Yeah, he's a sophomore. Yep.
Oh, I'd love to see that in the wild one of these days, someone actually using a locker. And don't forget that Planet Fitness is still offering that high school summer pass. That'll be starting pretty soon. If you're 14 to 19 years old and looking to work out during the summer for free, that would be the time to do it. It is Memorial Day weekend. And don't forget to celebrate on Monday. And as always, don't forget to charge Chromebooks and listen to us every morning at 7 a.m. or thereabouts. And Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, MySpace, wherever you can find your favorite podcast, we'll be there waiting to listen to. Today in history, we have the 1883 Brooklyn Bridge. It opened in 1883. The Brooklyn Bridge is now still working, and I think they've repaired it once or twice since then. I'm not entirely sure. Sometimes you go over those bridges, it feels like it's been around since 1883. And in 1935, baseball held its first night game. Baseball, and do you know who was in?
I know this. Oh,
It's got to be the Yankees.
That's what I was thinking too.
They did everything in the 1900s.
Yeah, and it wasn't though.
Detroit?
No,
I know it wasn't Chicago because they don't have lights.
I'll let you look it up.
All right.
No. Who was it? Come on.
Okay, I have it listed as Cincinnati Reds over the Philadelphia Phillies, but I had not cleared that. I didn't actually double check that one. That one just came
sounds right.
around on my news feed. I threw that in there.
That's disappointing.
And it was in Crosley Field in Cincinnati. Today's birthday in 1819, Queen Victoria. I thought that was a nice shout out to
Yes,
you.
it is. Yes, it is.
Patti LaBelle was born today. And Robert Allen Zimmerman, was born today as
My
well.
guy, Bob Dylan.
I was going to say, oh, you did know. All right. Yeah.
Oh, I know that guy.
I thought I was being sneaky right there.
I've
but
seen
no,
him several
Bob Dylan
times.
was born today.
Yes,
Today is Brother's Day, National Brother's Day. So if you have a brother,
I have one.
go make sure you reach out to them. And happy Brother's Day, brother.
Happy Brother's
All
Day.
right. And
They're
it's
brothers.
International Tiara Day. And I left mine at home.
Oh,
But I still expect the respect that the tiara holds, regardless if I have it on my head or not.
all right. Polish it
This
off.
is kind of like a tiara.
Yeah.
This little headset right here. And that's my time. Let's head over to sports.
Here's a shot at the buzzer. Strike three called.
Time now for sports with Mama Manning.
Yeah, we got a
Holy
new
cow! I love it.
we got a new bumper.
Wow, and it's not too loud.
No, I worked on a lot of stuff last night.
Thank you. I
I don't
appreciate
know.
that.
Some of the magic is gone. Like, if my ears don't get damaged this early in the morning, what are we doing here?
There you go. All right, today in sports, we have early starts. Girls tennis plays Daniel Han here at home at 9:30
A.M.
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 Ooh, they better hydrate. It's going to
Yeah.
be warm out there by the time
Boys
they're done
tennis
playing.
plays Montville at home 11:30 a.m.
Wow, we have 2 matches today.
2 morning matches. Yep. Girls softball has a scrimmage. They're playing Trumbull home at 10:30. And let's see those Celtics. Can we talk about the Celtics?
We can talk about the Celtics. That was a close game
Yeah, I believe the softball game is
right up to
Saturday.
the end.
That's Saturday. But the Celtics, they plowed past the Pacers. You like that
Yes,
alliteration?
I did.
Thank
I did.
you. 126 to 110. They now lead 2-0 in their series. They play again on Saturday at 8:30. Tonight, the Mavs are against the Timberwolves. That is an 8:30 start.
Yeah, it's a good game right up to the end, and then they started walking away with it. It's like the Pacers just ran out. Like
They had injuries. Pacers had
They
injuries.
just couldn't rebound. as
Siakam
well.
was injured. Halliburton was injured.
Yeah.
And who was on fire? Brown
Oh, bro. Yeah. I
and
don't know.
White.
Orange.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Tatum, not so good, but we were in that and we blew past the end.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that's sports.
Here's a shot at the buzzer. Strike three called.
I just wanted to run it again.
Time
love
now for sports with Mama Manning.
I'm gonna need an exit bumper though. As
All right.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Over to the news desk with Tomlin.
And now, with the latest headlines, over to the news desk with Tomlin.
No way. That's great.
Just going to bask in this glory for a moment. All right, morning. A couple top stories Saturday. First up, Mr. Motto, I've been chasing these news stories for you, particularly all morning. Question keeps coming up. When will robots write our laws?
Oh.
It is happening. So back in January, Representative Jake Auchincloss, Democrat from Massachusetts, read a ChatGPT generated speech on the House floor, marking the first high-profile use of the technology in Congress. Now we have additional examples. We have an act drafted with the help of ChatGPT to regulate generative artificial intelligence models like ChatGPT. This was introduced last week by a Massachusetts lawmaker on Capitol Hill in Boston. Also, there's this news story. I'm trying to find it. I only found bits and pieces of it. I have to do some digging deeper. In another country, someone used ChatGPT to write a law, and in there, I guess they didn't check it. It specifically says, as a chatbot, I am unable to access that information. So it's in the law. So the person wrote it, copy and pasted it, submitted it, and during markup, somebody noticed it, and the lawmaker blamed.
But it didn't get passed.
No, the lawmaker blamed one of their staffers. But it raises the question: how many of our lawmakers are now starting to use it? And this individual is not from America, so this is a foreign story. I think I know what country it is, but I'm just trying to lock down exactly what country it is. So I'm not going to say.
That's why I need a staffer, because you need a staffer to blame things on.
So we're currently hiring staffers for the morning show.
My interview.
Oh, thank you.
Very good.
All right, so there's
She would
more.
have known about turtles and tortoises.
Yeah,
and
she
whether it
would
was
have.
an
She would have.
amphibian or not.
So there's a couple other news stories about lawmakers using ChatGPT and other chatbots to write legislation. But this other story about this guy with the error, and I have to try to find that. We'll come back to that one later on. Israel's army says the bodies of 3 more hostages killed October 7th have been recovered overnight from Gaza and returned. Top Russian military officials are being arrested. Let's see here. $2.8 billion settlement from the NCAA has gone through. Over the next 10 years, both current and former athletes will be receiving money. However, they are not identified as employees.
So they're going to have to fill out their own W-2, no health care.
Under the agreement, if I'm reading it correctly, they are not identified as employees. They are able to get money, share proceeds, but they're not employees of the university.
Interesting.
So, which if they're not employees, I don't think they can unionize at that point. So, let's see here. Let's just go with that. There's your news.
And that's the news with Tomlin. Because I can't
all right.
play,
Move
I
on.
can't play
That's all
the
right.
entering bump again. I'm going to find exit bumpers. I'm going to probably use the old exit bumpers on the way out.
It's all good.
Our guest this morning is Sophie Gruber. Good morning, Sophie.
Good morning.
Hey.
Morning.
And you're an artist that have turned a job from art into management. So I guess you would make a good staffer, a good support person. You were the senior head curator for the senior exhibit at the Creative Arts Workshop.
Yes.
And what's going on at the Creative Arts Workshop?
So, as many people may know, because I never shut up about it, I go to the Educational Center for the Arts as well as attending Woodland. And our school, ECA, rents space from the Creative Arts Workshops right across the street, usually for classrooms, but they have a gallery space that's open. Every year we come to an agreement where we have 4 quarterly shows, but the 4th quarter seniors get to have their own solo exhibition in an actual legitimate gallery space, despite having other art shows during the year. So it's kind of like a more special event, more formal, more professional, but we take a lot of pride in it as it's student-led. The only time I really worked with a teacher on planning it was when they told us it was happening. So
what kind of exhibits do you currently have going on in the?
So currently seniors are showcasing any work that they made at ECA within the past 4 years. Some of it is new work that they made recently. Some of it is like some people have a piece from each year. We have a good mix of, drawing, painting, sculpture, video installation. It really is just to highlight like the diversity of what we all make at ECA.
So we can go check this out?
Yes, it is open to the public. It opened on May 10th. It's open through the 30th. 30th, we're having a reception from 5 to 7. Yeah.
Now, do you have any work that's being displayed in there?
Yes, I do. I made a new piece for the show this quarter. It's a video installation and some collage, but it's a old TV monitor, and I'm just showing some VHS tapes.
So for us, it wouldn't necessarily be old.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
we
that's
would
glorious.
just call it TV.
Yeah, it's just a TV.
That's normal.
Yeah, that's
Right.
Gen X stuff right there.
Tell us about your ECA classes.
Oh, okay.
Do they involve VHS?
Because I want them to.
Oh,
So classes at
well
ECA
played.
are
Thank you.
very, how do I say? They're very student-led as well. They're more rigorous in some ways, but they really are interested in seeing what the students want to be making. So I have 4 classes there a year. It changes every quarter. we have like a first block and a second block, but it's the same class every day. So currently I am in painting.
Oh.
But we have graduation requirements where you need to take every different discipline to be able to graduate. So I have to take painting and darkroom photo and digital photo and sculpture, like sewing. I have to have had everything to have like a really comprehensive education.
Do you have a favorite of those?
Sculpture.
Sculpture's
Yeah.
your favorite.
I am currently in my painting class because I've been avoiding it, and I had too many sculpture credits. But we had some really great opportunities last year and the year before for work with other galleries and the Schubert Theater. At one point, we were doing an installation with Windowed Worlds. So we were working in this old Buffalo Wild Wings, but yeah, too many sculpture credits because I can't get enough of it.
Now, what is your job as a curator?
So
Were you part of the
Amazing.
selection process, or you're more of a docent? You take people through and
Um,
explain the work.
So I was mostly in charge of like all of like the back end work that people don't really get to see when like an exhibition is going on.
Yep.
So like was making spreadsheets. I was collecting everybody's work. I was measuring the walls in the gallery to make sure each person could have the same amount of space. And I was going through their portfolios with them to see like what pieces would work best. You know, like what wasn't going to make the cut, even if they liked it. Yeah.
So that's an impressive job that you have there as a curator of it.
And if I could brag,
Please brag. Right
Sophie
away.
created the cover of my 4th book. This is her
Really?
work.
Outstanding. And if I can brag, she's doing the invitations that we have for the Black and White Awards for journalism.
Oh, there you go, baby.
Yeah.
Doing it all.
She's doing a little bit of everything. So thank you for coming in today. Give us a little bit of information on ECE and what you've been doing with the Senior Creative Arts for May 10th through May 30th.
Yes.
Do you know the address perchance?
I do not. It's
Audubon Street.
Audubon Street. That
On Audubon
My daughter
Street.
went to ECA as well. Yep.
Oh, so you got
I
inside
know I know the
information right
area.
there.
Yep.
All right. And we'll be looking forward to seeing your displays from there. So thanks for coming on this morning, Soph. And on
having me.
behalf of the show, don't forget, she's Mama Manning. He was Tomlin. I'm Amato. Good morning, Woodland.
It's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional. We're knocking down the door.
Every morning at 7 a.m.
Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram too. We're streaming on Spotify. We're reaching out to you. Join the Morning Mayhem crew.
Knocking down the door.